Good evening and welcome, friends. The fact that you're watching News Sunday shows how seriously you take what's happening in and around you. So let's try and bring you the best. Prime Minister Narendra Modi mentioned "Ab ki baar 400 par" in a stump speech for the first time today while campaigning in Madhya Pradesh. Earlier he did that in Parliament, of course, this week while participating in the motion of thanks. But more specifically, he has spoken of BJP, his party, crossing the 370 mark. Apart from rhyming with Article 370 of Kashmir, there are some maths that the party has done for that number to become a reality this election. Is it a mathematical probability for the BJP to raise its vote share, particularly down south, to translate into that figure? Or is it about the chemistry that the Prime Minister talks about, given his popularity with the masses? Conversely, despite being in tatters and fracturing further with each passing day, would the opposition parties still manage to stall that number? Mathematically speaking again, would the sum total of the opposition vote create headwinds for the BJP in the general election 2024, which otherwise looks like a one-way affair? Not because we know it, but for sure because it feels like it. And that's going to be our weekend debate tonight. And in fact, we are firing a poll. Can the BJP cross the 370 mark? Will BJP sail past 370 seats in 2024? That's going to be our poll on X. And by the end of the debate, I'll come back with some numbers of what the people think in general, or perhaps on X at least. Weekend debate, does the math add up for NDA and more specifically the BJP? Let's begin with the headlines first.
मध्य प्रदेश को बीमारू बनाने के पीछे सबसे बड़ी वजह थी कांग्रेस का नफरत भरा रवैया। नफरत नफरत नफरत।
Prime Minister gives 400 plus mantra for 2024 elections, and with the Indy completely falling apart, will the math add up for NDA? Nitish Kumar holds crucial meet with party MLAs. RJD MLAs huddle at Tejaswi's residence ahead of Bihar floor test tomorrow.
दो ही जात है, अमीर और गरीब। अच्छा भैया, अगर दो ही जात है तो आप ओबीसी कैसे बन गए?
3 days after Congress era document fact checks Rahul Gandhi, the Congress leader repeats OBC remark. Delhi police tightens vigil along Delhi-UP border, restricts movement in 6 sensitive areas as farmers call Delhi Chalo March on February 13th.
क्या राम का नाम लेना पार्टी विरोधी है? क्या अयोध्या जाना पार्टी विरोधी है? क्या भगवान राम की जन्मभूमि के मंदिर की प्राण प्रतिष्ठा समारोह का निमंत्रण स्वीकार करना पार्टी विरोधी है?
Expelled Congress leader Acharya Pramod rains fire on Congress, questions if praising Lord Ram is against party activities. Pakistan faces hung parliament. Parties intensify efforts to form a coalition government. All right, the Congress party and the larger India alliance seems to be collapsing like a house of cards each passing day. And the Prime Minister has once again confidently re-emphasized the NDA winning 400 seats, of which the BJP could cross 370 mark. In a relentless flurry of attacks, he slammed the Congress's loot and put mentality. Congress also came under fire from one of their own, Acharya Pramod Krishnam. Let's look at what's really happened over the last 24 hours, and then I come back for a debate.
A massive crowd rallied behind Prime Minister Modi in Madhya Pradesh. After sounding the poll bugle in Jhabua, The PM confidently once again assured mandate for NDA.
साथियों, कुछ दिन पहले जब विपक्ष में से आवाज आई 400 पार, तो फिर मैंने कहा देखो भाई, एनडीए की 400 पार की बात तो मैं भी सुन रहा हूं, लेकिन मैं ये भी सुन रहा हूं कि अकेला बीजेपी, अकेला कमल का निशान 370 पार करेगा.
He then took the Congress party to the cleaners over vote bank politics and slammed their treatment of the tribal community.
मध्य प्रदेश को बीमारू बनाने के पीछे सबसे बड़ी वजह थी गांव, गरीब और आदिवासी इलाकों को लेकर कांग्रेस का नफरत भरा रवैया. नफरत, नफरत, नफरत. इन लोगों ने न कभी आदिवासी समाज के विकास की चिंता की, न उसके सम्मान के बारे में सोचा.
The PM's fiery words come against the backdrop of Acharya Pramod Krishnam's relentless criticism of the Congress leadership after his expulsion. Speaking exclusively to Republic, Acharya Pramod Krishnam slammed the Congress's stand on the Ram Mandir.
क्या राम का नाम लेना गुनाह है? क्या राम मंदिर की प्राण प्रतिष्ठा में जाना गुनाह है? कौन सी ऐसी बात है जो कांग्रेस के विरोध में है? मैंने तो कहा था कि आप राम मंदिर जाओ, मैंने तो कहा था कि आप प्रधानमंत्री के फैसलों की आलोचना करो, लेकिन कांग्रेस पार्टी नरेंद्र मोदी से इतनी नफरत करती है कि प्रधानमंत्री मोदी से नफरत करते करते वो देश से नफरत करने लगी है.
Meanwhile, AAP leader Arvind Kejriwal is also walking the Ram Rajya path. The CMs of Delhi and Punjab along with their family will visit the Ram Mandir on Monday. The JDU in Bihar is also back with the NDA fold. In Punjab, the Akali Dal president tore into the AAP and Congress.
देखो दोनों चोर है, तो देखो दोनों ने सुबह बर्बाद किया है, तो दो चोर इकट्ठे हो जाने कोई की फर्क पड़ता है, दोनों ही जीरो होंगे.
All these developments point to the Indie Bloc's ship in deep waters, and leaders are deserting the alliance before it drowns. With the Indie Bloc in complete shambles, all roads are leading to PM Modi's Ab Ki Baad 400 Par promise.
अब की बार पूरा देश कह रहा है, अब की बार.
Let's debate.
All right, welcome back. Joining me and in fact joining us to have a conversation on the possibility of the BJP crossing 370. Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the party. We also have A.K. Vajpayee, national spokesperson of the RLJP, with us after a long gap. In a bit, we are going to have Nikhil Jain, advocate and political analyst, leans towards the Congress party to give us the Congress view. We are going to also have Professor Monojit Mandal, political analyst, leans towards the Trinamool. But we already have Pulla Rao, political analyst, live from Chennai, leans towards the DMK. And we have Mahesh Bigala, spokesperson, BRS, live from Hyderabad. With whom should I begin with? I would have wanted to give that opening to Congress, but the Congress is not there. Sanju Verma, you would have some defense to do. My debate is, if the BJP crosses 370, what are the reasons that it would? And if it does not, why? So let me take it to Pulla Rao first, from down south. How does it look like in Chennai, Pulla Rao, with all the attention and focus that the BJP has given to South, Prime Minister leading from the front, from his mention of Tamil at least a dozen odd times in the last 1 year from his speeches, in his speeches and addresses, from the fact that today also BJP President JP Nadda is doing a roadshow in Chennai, from the fact that Home Minister Amit Shah happens to be in Mysuru, from the fact that the Sangol ceremony was almost center stage of the new parliament building. Pulla Rao, you think, does it look like the BJP is going to cross 370 mark this general
4%
election?
votes. They got 4% votes last time. They make it 8%. There's no doubt Prime Minister has been making a great effort to connect to the Tamil masses, all the South Indian masses, but still it remains at 0 parliament seats. You can't win a parliament seat unless you get 30% votes. Where are the allies? They have broken off with all the allies in Tamil Nadu. So you need allies in Tamil Nadu. You need allies in Kerala. You need allies in Telangana. You need allies in Andhra. There are 104 MPs. The last time BJP got 4 MPs. So what are they going to get now? Where are the allies? Yes, Andhra Pradesh are trying to cobble together something, but nowhere else. I will agree with you that from 4%, they've gone up to 10%, 12%, 11%, 20%. But still it has not reached that critical mass where you require for a parliament seat to cross 30%. You can't get a seat because by and large, there are only 3 major contestants in Tamil Nadu or in Andhra and other places. And there are regional parties there. Remember that. Wherever there are regional parties, it's very difficult for the BJP to get ahead.
Okay.
That's the record. That's the record that you see
Okay.
all over the country.
I would in fact, Pulla Rao, I would in fact dedicate a considerable part to discussing the South Achilles heel of the BJP in the second half of the conversation. But good that you opened with it so that I remember that this has to be done. Let me take this to Nikhil Jain. Nikhil Jain, 370 par for the BJP. Ab ki baar 400 par, of course, even Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge has said from the floor of the House. I would say if the BJP has delivered on its promises from Article 370 to Ram Temple to Uniform Civil Code, even if in just one state as of now, one would say if they deliver promises, people would see it as a party which delivers. So maybe it's possible, right? 370 is possible. Nikhil Jain?
Abhishek, absolutely not. The only 370 that was possible was an Article 370 application, which they did by unconstitutional means. 370 in terms of Lok Sabha seats by the BJP is completely impossible. They don't have allies in Punjab. They don't have allies in Tamil Nadu, no matter how much symbolism and gesturism and things like that the Prime Minister may engage in with the people of South. The people of South have very squarely rejected, not the entire South, but at least Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Kerala. They've very squarely rejected the politics of the BJP and Narendra Modi. So far as fulfilling and delivery of promises is concerned, I don't see the 2 crore jobs a year. I don't see the bullet train. I don't see the 72 smart cities. I don't see the doubling of farmer incomes. I don't see the dollar at 40 rupees. I don't see a slew of promises that were the main poll planks of the BJP in 2014 and across the 10 years of this government. Yes, of course, they have delivered on the 370 bit. So far as Ram Mandir is concerned, the BJP is certainly trying to appropriate all of it. But let's not forget that it was the Supreme Court that had given that order. It is a separate trust according to the BJP itself. Now, the BJP very conveniently would like to say it's an independent trust when the invites are being given out. But when it comes to taking credit for the construction of the temple, the BJP will very, conveniently try to appropriate that the trust is ours only. So, of course, those dichotomies exist. But purely talking about the numbers, the BJP was just a little high above 300 in the previous elections. I don't see where they are going to get the 70 gains because their politics is consolidation in a bunch of North Indian states where they almost max out. You can't get 35 seats in a 28-seat place. So far, the other states are concerned, they have not opened
you are saying 370 not possible. Are you suggesting 350 is possible?
I am saying that this is just election ka shagufa that Narendra Modi and Amit Shah like to release. Because let's remember what happened in the West Bengal state assembly elections. Amit Shah was bragging around the state, his chest, thumping his chest, saying that we're going to get more than 150 seats. Similar thing happened in Karnataka. In both the places, they were arrested to about 60 odd seats.
Nikhil, theoretically, if the bullet train starts, you think the BJP can cross 370?
Absolutely not. Because it is not just one promise that this government has failed on. It is pretty much all the core promises of development and welfareism that they've failed on. What happened to Har Ghar Jal? What happened to everybody getting a house? What happened to Har Ghar Shauchalaya? What happened to all these things? The fact is that it is not one promise that the BJP has broken.
I think you are giving a lot of fodder to Sanju Verma to respond to.
And let's then talk about 350, 370 and 400 and all the other dreams and fantasies that they have.
May I come in now, Abhishek?
Fair enough. Okay, Sanju, you will come, but let me just get one more opening comments from the opposition so you can make the list and you can respond. You had Pulla Rao suggesting that the BJP has its Achilles heel in the south. You had Nikhil Jain saying that there are the long list of promises which the BJP did not deliver. So what if it delivered on Ram Temple and Article 370 and Uniform Civil Code? And then let me get in, and he of course said that you don't have an ally in Punjab, or as if Congress party has an ally with all the 13 seats being contested by the Aam Aadmi party. But let me get in, whom should I go to now? Because, you know, it's important that we understand that. Okay, let me go to Mahesh Bigala. Mahesh Bigala,
Please.
you know, I would say that the army of beneficiaries that the BJP has, the kind of governance delivery that has happened over the last 10 years, with the number of schemes that the Modi government has implemented and now taking it to saturation level, the kind of global perception that's there, recognition that's there for the government, the kind of, you know, popularity that the Prime Minister enjoys. Obviously, it's possible. As I said, I will come to the other half of the debate also, that it's not possible. But then first, these are the reasons why I think that the BJP might cross 370. What do you think, Mr. Bigala?
So they're too optimistic about targeting 370. They can probably target 370 or 400 for NDA. But the Prime Minister wants to showcase that, you know, we are coming back into the power with the strong majority. But however, there is no possibility of getting the 370 number. Looking at down south, or all those, as Mr. Pulla Rao said, there is nothing in the state of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra, or even part of Telangana, except some seats from the state of Karnataka. You go back to the Punjab or everywhere, where are they going to get 370? They should definitely try to focus on that 272 to come back into power. But I'm sure, like, you know, because it's the weakness of the Congress and India allies, is probably optimistic on coming back to the power for the third term. But definitely I feel 370 is too optimistic and they are going like, you know, expectation. But definitely the people of India will teach the lesson, and then the Modi government is going to see the disappointment, because we saw in the past, Vajpayee was saying that, you know, India is shining, and they went on to polls and we saw what kind of a disappointment it was. So it's it's just not ruling from the north. Now, they should focus on the south and north. Actually, from the it should be a united India. The Modi government should come back to the south and address the issues of the south as well.
May I?
Fair enough. Now, three from the opposition space have got their say. So let me take this to Sanju Verma now. Sanju Verma, as Mahesh Bigala says, that you have to be cautious or conscious of the fact that India shining did not happen. Also, the South Achilles heel, and of course, as Nikhil Jain says, the long list of pending promises which were not delivered. Sanju Verma, over to you now.
Okay, I heard every panelist. You know, first I used to get agitated, you know, Abhishek, and I remember I've done now so many debates with you. You always say, Sanju, pull back. आजकल इन panelists को देखकर, you know, I don't get agitated. मुझे इन पर दया आती है. You know, I have a tremendous amount of pity for them, and I'll tell you why. मुझे वो कहानी याद आती है. There is a person who's standing first every time class का result आता है, X is first. But, you know, एक बार वो आदमी second आ गया. So all these backbenchers who barely get 30 out of 100 or 40 out of 100 बोलते देखो भैया, इस बार जो आदमी first आया ना, उसको 98 out of 100 नहीं मिला, उसको सिर्फ 95 out of 100 मिला है. So who has won? We have won. Because we have got 35 out of 100, पहले तो हमको 30 out of 100 मिलता था. So the point I'm trying to make is, वो जो हिंदी में कहावत है, बड़े बेआबरू होकर तेरे कूचे से हम निकले. बड़े बेआबरू होकर तेरे कूचे से हम निकले, बहुत मेरे अरमान निकले, लेकिन फिर भी कुछ कम निकले. The opposition has been wiped out by the electorate in the Hindi heartland. This entire bunch of panelists on the other side of the fence. I remember, Abhishek, I've done a couple of debates with you and so many debates with Arnab on this. I remember before the 3rd of December, You know, all these people said, "Arey bhai sahab, Maharashtra mein, these guys stole the mandate. They stole the mandate in Karnataka, but we defeated them in Karnataka. Now look what will happen in Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh mein BJP is facing heavy 18-year-old anti-incumbency. They will be wiped out. We got a record 163 seats. Then they said Chhattisgarh mein Bhupesh Baghel has done huge amount of work. The tribals are with the Congress, not with the BJP. Bhupesh Baghel ka supda saaf ho gaya. फिर इन्होंने कहा Rajasthan, the BJP is just running a narrative that there is lawlessness. Ashok Gehlot is doing a fabulous job. Rajasthan में सब चंगा सी Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot के बीच में कोई problem नहीं है. Again in Rajasthan, Congress was wiped out. And don't forget, ये जो बैठ के यहाँ South India, southern part of India, भाई साहब, even in the southern part of India, BJP has 29 Lok Sabha MPs. The Congress has 27 Lok Sabha MPs. You know, Abhishek, I don't want to get into this debate about whether BJP will get 370, 335, 350 or 400. The first and most important point is Narendra Modi coming back to power for the third time in a row with a thumping majority? The answer is yes. Wait, you will get your time, Manojit. Let me finish. The answer is yes. Now the question is, can I please, you will get your turn. Just bear with me for 30 seconds.
She is responding to three panelists. I'll come to you.
Bear with me for 30 seconds. Now people say, you're saying Narendra Modi will come back for the third year for the third term in a row with thumping majority. Ye kaise hua? Inflation aisa hai, unemployment waisa hai. The country is facing stagnation. So let me correct these people. India is the fastest growing economy for the third year in a row. The IMF says going forward will account for 16% of global GDP. Point number 3, the average inflation under the Narendra Modi government has been 5 or at best 5.2%. Again, if you look at EPFO and ESIC data, we have created 21.42 crore jobs in the last 10 years. I put out a detailed video on this which has gone viral. Point number 5, which Narendra Modi ji speaks about repeatedly. The concept of a welfare state, Abhishek, has received such a huge thumbs up under the Modi government. More than 51 crore Jan Dhan bank accounts opened, of which 72% belong to women, especially women from the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe communities. Ayushman Bharat, more than 26 crore cards issued, the largest health insurance scheme in the world, even bigger than Obamacare. Mudra Yojana, the world's largest self-employment scheme, more than 40 crore loans finalized, of which 30 crore were given to women. Please let me now finish, I'm ending. And then let's not forget the most important thing. The Prime Minister spoke about incomplete projects. Be it the Atal Setu, be it the Dhola Sadia Bridge, be it the Bhupen Hazarika Setu, be it the Navi Mumbai Airport, which was conceived, way back when Rajiv Gandhi was the Prime Minister, और कुछ नहीं हुआ इतने सालों तक. Now the Navi Mumbai Airport will be consummated and will be up and running, hopefully in the next 2 to 3 years. A project which could have been completed in 3,000 crores will now get completed at a cost of at least 25 to 30,000 crores because of the incompetence of Rahul Gandhi's father, grandfather, grandmother, great-grandfather, क्योंकि ये सारी की सारी डायनेस्टी ने पूरे वंशवाद के चलते भारत की इकोनॉमी की धज्जियां उड़ा दी थी. At last but not the least, I will tell you why Narendra Modi wins repeatedly. But this is something which you also tell me repeatedly. Abhishek, 10 seconds. Politics is about arithmetic, yes. Politics is about numbers, yes. But politics is also about chemistry. Rahul Gandhi,
Vijayan, Tejasvi Yadav, Falana, Dhamkina. They have zero connect with the market. You cannot beat Narendra Modi.
Even in 2034, you can't beat Narendra Modi. 2034 के बाद की सोचो.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, Manojit Mandal. You wanted to come in. Now, Manojit Mandal, do you disagree with Sanju Verma says that dynasty is a problem with the Congress party? I think it is because of dynasty only that Mamata Didi left Congress, right?
I tell you one thing, Abhishek. This 2024 election is not about BJP and Congress alone. There are other players who are fighting the BJP tooth and nail, and they are defeating. Southern part of the country is one part of the story. In fact, if you go to the left side of the India map, starting from Bengal down to Kerala, it's a fight between BJP and the regional party. The Congress is nowhere seen except in Telangana now, right? And for example, even in these particular seats, you have 7-8 seats. Out of 250 odd seats, BJP is not even getting 20. And even after they have realigned with this Palturam by the name of Nitish Kumar, who is going to be defeated like anything in Bihar, they are not going to get more than 25 seats out of these 220, 240 odd seats. And please mark my words, and I'm saying this because of the data that you have after the assembly election. अरे बंगाल में भी आपने सुनाया था आपकी बात 200 पार, आपकी धज्जियां उड़ गई, आप अभी 70 में हो, और बंगाल में आपके 18 सीटें, अरे प्लीज अरे आप बोल रहे थे you pity on me, now I pity on you, now I pity you, now I pity you for disturbing me, now I pity you for disturbing me.
Let's keep the debate. Okay, Sanju, I'll come to you. You get to respond, Sanju. Let Manojit Mandal get his opening comments. Sanju, let Manojit Mandal get his opening comments. I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you, Sanju. I'll come back to you. I have to get to Akashdeep Muni and Mr. A.K. Vajpayee also. Manojit, the complete.
I have not come to the moot point. If BJP is so confident of their electorate, why are they using ED, CBI, income tax to arrest even a sitting chief minister?
The court has not given bail.
Sanju, you are keep making your list.
You are not confident about yourself. You know that आपने पैर से नीचे से जमीन को सिर्फ
Sanju Verma, keep making your list. Sanju Verma, keep making your list. Okay, Manojit Mandal. Okay, Manojit Mandal, you know, Sanju Verma, please pull back. Manojit Mandal, you made 2 points. You made 2 points and good that you made that because I wanted to discuss that. BJP versus Congress is in a direct contest. BJP wins hands down. The Congress party is in a bad shape. But when it comes to BJP versus regional parties, it gets into a bit of a quicksand. It gets into a bit of a quicksand that we'll discuss. But let me get opening comments from Akashdeep Muni also. You know, the other comment that Manojit Mandal made was the use of investigation agencies.
Yes.
Sanju Verma had quick rebuttal that the courts are not giving bail. It's not the BJP or the agencies.
Because they have not done anything for the last 10 years.
Abhishek, can I come in with your permission, sir? Now it's my turn, sir. Can I come in?
Okay, Manojit,
now, Abhishek, there are 2-3 points that I want to make regarding this particular 2024 election.
Akashdeep, my question is, Akashdeep, let me frame the question. Of course, the larger debate is whether the BJP can cross 370. But the issue that Manojit Mandal raised, I want to discuss that. BJP versus regional parties is something which can act as a bit of a headwind for the BJP, which otherwise looks set to come back to power for the third term of the Prime Minister. And the benchmark of 370 is something which we are debating. Akashdeep Muni.
Yes. Now, Abhishek, there are 2-3 points that I want to make regarding the 2024 elections and also hashtag 370 par. Specifically election, you are a seasoned journalist and you know that elections are won on basically 2 planks. First, the image of the party that is standing. And second, the welfare schemes and the welfare of people on ground that has happened. First of all, regarding the image, you've seen that what
you have to speak for opposition, Akashdeep, I thought you have to speak for opposition, not for the BJP, Akashdeep. You're talking about the leader
of democracy, quote unquote. These words were said by the Honorable Chief Justice of India, for BJP Minority Affairs Secretary Anil Masih. So it has been said. Everybody can check. It's in public domain, and here the CJ. And it bashed the Bharatiya Janata Party people like anything, what they have done in the mayor elections. It shows what type of image they carry. And when taking people against which...
Hold on, Sanju, hold on, let him complete. Hold on, Sanju, let him complete. Hold on, Sanju, let him complete. Sanju, please hold on, let him complete.
More than a dozen times he went to the Supreme Court.
Sanju, please. No. Sanju, no. You have to let him complete. I will come to you. Let him complete.
30 seconds more. Second point is welfare scheme. You remember Abhishek, when Aam Aadmi Party came in power in Punjab, everyone said that, oh my God, Punjab is such a debt. You cannot give free electricity. You cannot give 300 units of free electricity. Punjab has given 300 units of free electricity. It was in loss. PSPCL was in loss. It was running in loss of 700 crores. It was Aam Aadmi Party who made now PSPCL in profit of 600 crores after giving
running away from the ED.
I'm surprised, Akashdeep Muni, that you're making that argument because just the other day your Chief Minister in Punjab was asking for a special status, special package because the government is not able to meet its revenue, right?
Private power electricity plant for people, while Modi government is selling everything.
There's some issue. Akashdeep is not getting my audio. No. Sanju, hold on. Sanju, hold on. We are discussing the regional parties space, an issue raised by Monojit Mandal. And Akashdeep, I think you're not getting me. But Mr. Vajpayee, you are, of course, a regional party, but also an ally of the BJP. If I got it right?
Are you asking me?
Mr. Vajpayee, from the perspective of a regional party, what according to you makes the BJP be a little weak vis-a-vis regional parties, unlike with the Congress, wherever it's in a straight contest, it sort of does very well?
No, this is not the correct presumption because you take the example of Uttar Pradesh. What happened? In Uttar Pradesh, there are regional parties like BSP, like Samajwadi and Congress, of course. And then see the Bihar state. What happened last election? 39 seats. What happened in 2014? So regional party, actually, the Congress versus regional parties are there. It is not harming BJP. BJP is taking and fighting with the regional party very well. But my second question is whether there is any anti-incumbency against the present government. The answer will come no. And fixing high target shows the confidence of Modi. And confidence comes when we perform on the ground. When we provide 80 crore food, free food for them. And during the course of Corona, it was started, mind you. And when we talk about the Pakka houses to the poor people and whose registry are down in the name of the chief Mahila of the house, which give pride to them. When we provide Shauchalaya to them, then they appreciate Modi. And apart from this, credibility of a leader is established during the course of 9 years. Because whatever promises they have done, they have fulfilled all the major promises. What the opposition is saying, that you did not perform the 100%. That cannot be the argument. Now their absolute sole argument is that there is a misuse of ED and CBI. This argument is not available to them because 18 political parties has gone to Supreme Court with the same argument by giving data and statistics, and those petitions were dismissed by the Honorable Supreme Court. So they don't believe in court, they don't believe in the parliamentary system, they don't believe in public, then what will happen to them? So ultimate result is that they are, one second, they are going to lose 224 elections also. Because they concluded, the opposition parties concluded that you can defeat Modi if there is one-to-one fight. What happened to that conclusion? That has already been demolished. Nitish has come back to us. Ajit's son has come back to us. Akalis are on the line. Uddhav Thackeray is online. Other so many leaders are on. Chandrababu Naidu is on the line. Then what will happen? So ultimately what I say, the Modi's guarantee is working, Modi's credibility is working, Modi's welfare scheme is working, and at last, and fifth largest economy, who has made it? Who has made it? And this government is
Okay, Mr. Vajpayee, you made a point. Monojit Mandal, quick rebuttal before I go to Mr. Pulla Rao. Monojit Mandal, quick rebuttal before I go to Mr. Pulla Rao.
आप बीजेपी के साथ ताल्लुकात होके जीरो पे आ
No,
गए
no
हो।
personal targeting. Monojit Mandal.
लोक जनशक्ति का
Monojit Mandal is a political party, RLJP. Mr. Vajpayee is national spokesperson of the party. He is representing a certain sentiment.
बीजेपी आपके पार्टी को खत्म कर डाला बिहार में बीजेपी। आप फिर भी बीजेपी के पास जाते हो।
This is no argument, my dear. We know about our
still
plan.
well
We
BJP.
know about our plan. What we done.
Standard zero.
You have no argument.
I think Monojit Mandal is giving a career advice to AK Vajpayee. I think Sanju, Monojit Mandal is giving a career advice to Mr. Vajpayee that if they have to grow, they should not ally with the BJP. I think that seems to be the career advice of Monojit Mandal. But let me go to Pulla Rao. Monojit Mandal, okay. Let me go to Pulla Rao from where I began. You see, Mr. Pulla Rao, you mentioned about the North-South divide. You mentioned 4% vote share of the BJP, but you were, I think, talking about only Tamil Nadu, because overall, if you look at the BJP's vote share in South, including Karnataka, it was about 17%. Of course, a little less than half of its national vote share of 38%, but then it was 17% down South also. The strike rate also was half of the entire country, 33% vis-a-vis national strike rate of 66%, as in the number of votes, seats contested and number of seats won. But the fact of the matter is that experts like, or psephologists like Prashant Kishore, they are saying that there would be some dramatic increase in vote share of BJP down south, specifically of Tamil Nadu. He was talking about a few days back. He said that BJP might increase its vote share to between 10 to 15%, which means even in Tamil Nadu, BJP could be tripling its vote share, which obviously can translate into number of seats, Mr. Pulla Rao. And if that happens, then obviously you are looking at the BJP, preaching this psychological push that comes from opposition parties that, oh, BJP is nothing down south, so we are good. It might change this election, Mr. Pulla Rao.
Okay, you don't need Prashant Kishore to give us this kindergarten figures. Kerala, you already got 12%, 15%. 15%. It is increasing slowly at 1% every election. That's what happens. A political party needs 30 years to establish itself as a force. It takes 30 years. Uttar Pradesh, it took 30 years to form a government. 40 years, 1992 or something, after starting it in 51. Bihar, it has not yet secured a majority. In Madhya Pradesh and other places, it took 25 years on the help of the emergency to come. It takes time. I said BJP has increased 12%. But what's the use? You need 30% votes and you need an alliance partner to cross that 35. And especially where there are two fronts, you have to cross 40%. Uttar Pradesh, there are three forces. They're not joining all the time. So Uttar Pradesh is a special case. And you also mentioned regional parties take quick decisions. They're in contact with the electorate all the time. National parties are remote control. Maybe exceptions are there in Uttar Pradesh for various reasons. But rest of the place, by the time they take decisions, regional parties are ahead. Therefore, you go for the maths of it. 370 is a nice figure to think of. South, except Karnataka, I said 104. You got 4 last time. Okay, you get 10. But you get, even that's a big figure. You get 12. Then you come to Punjab. And Punjab and that's a state where you got 0. You get 0. Kerala is 0. Out of 540, I am pointing out 140 states where we won't get 10. And then the remaining 400, how are you going to get 370?
Fair enough. Okay, let me just. Okay, now the proposition that you are giving, Mr. Pulla Rao, I would frame it and give it to Sanju Verma. Sanju Verma, we can't see your video. Is Sanju still there? Okay, now, Mr. Pulla Rao, it's interesting that you move the goalpost, from 20% to 30%. Second, it's interesting that you are saying that the national parties are remote controlled in a manner that DMK is not or Trinamool is not. But Sanju Verma, Let me ask a little difficult question about the mathematical probability of 370 that you have to answer. The two times that any party has crossed 370 mark in terms of seat share is Congress in 1957 and 1984. In 1957, they had 47.78% votes. And in 1984, they had 46.86% votes, so roughly 47% vote. BJP has to make a jump of 10% vote share from 37% to 47% if they have to cross the 370 mark.
One small
now,
point.
you think
Abhishek, sorry,
that kind of major vote share jump is possible, Sanju Verma, this election?
Thank you. Okay, I think Abhishek, Mr. Pullarao made some very interesting points. This is one of my favorite topics in terms of the ability of the BJP to repeatedly translate vote share into winnable seats. I'll give you an example. One example which comes to my mind is Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand assembly elections were held in 2022, and believe me, we had 2 or 3 chief ministers who changed before the assembly elections were held, and people said, "Arey, nobody knows Pushkar Singh Dhami. You've already changed 2 chief ministers in the last 20 odd months. BJP is certain to lose." For the first time in 27 years, the incumbent party, the BJP in this case, came back to power in Uttarakhand. How did it happen? It is not as if the Congress did not perform well. The vote share difference between the Congress and the BJP in Uttarakhand was barely 5 or 5.5%. But the BJP got 47 seats and the Congress was reduced to 1919 seats. What happened? The BJP was able to translate vote share into winnable seats, and the same thing happened in a very interesting state which nobody talks about, that is Odisha. I was just noticing that in the last Lok Sabha elections, the running Biju Janata Dal, Biju Janata Dal has been in power now in Odisha for about, God knows, 20, 25 odd years or even more. And their seat tally in Lok Sabha 2019 came down from 20 seats to 12 seats. Whereas the BJP's tally in Lok Sabha 2019 in Odisha, Abhishek, went up from 1 seat in Lok Sabha 2014 to 8 seats in Lok Sabha 2019. People were saying, "Arey, in Odisha, BJP might only get 2 or 3 seats." Imagine a jump from 1 to 8 seats. How did it happen? Despite the fact that Biju Janata Dal had a vote share of 43%, the BJP had a vote share of only 38%. But with a 38% vote share, we managed to get 8 seats. That again shows our ability to constantly transform vote share into winnable seats. And last but not the least, I'll give you the example of Rajasthan. Just recent elections in Rajasthan, the Congress actually improved its vote share in Rajasthan in 2023 compared to 2018 by about 0.53%. Despite that, the Congress was wiped out in Rajasthan for the simple reason, again, apart from various other factors which we've discussed, lawlessness, blah, 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 infighting between Gehlot and Pilot, I'm not getting into that. The BJP's ability to constantly translate vote share into winnable seats was visible again in Rajasthan. And it was again visible also in West Bengal. Yes, in West Bengal 2021 assembly elections, our vote share fell to 38% compared to the 41% vote share which we had from West Bengal in Lok Sabha 2019. But imagine, from 3 seats in 2016, we actually went up to 77 seats in 2021 in Bengal, which is almost a 2,500% jump. And the same people from Trinamool Congress come and say, "Arey, Bengal mein to aap ud gaye, to bhai sahab, Tripura mein to aap, Mamata Didi keh rahi thi, we will form government." BJP came back to power again. In Goa, Mamata Didi was saying, "Goa mein to is baar Trinamool Congress ki sarkar banegi." You could not even get 1 seat. The seats were got all between the BJP, the Congress, and 2 seats were got by the Aam Aadmi Party. So Goa mein bhi Trinamool Congress ka supra to saaf kya hoga, they were not even able to make a dent. So the limited point again is this: BJP constantly has been improving its vote share, and mind you, this is something which your audience needs to know because the tribal vote share has now come into the limelight. A lot of people are talking about tribals ke liye kya kiya, kya nahi kiya. I will end in 10 seconds, Abhishek. I have this data with me. In Lok Sabha 2014, BJP got only 3 tribal seats. That went up to 17 in Lok Sabha 2019 from Chhattisgarh. In Madhya Pradesh, we got 16 tribal seats in Lok Sabha 2014. That went up to 24 seats in Lok Sabha 2019. In Rajasthan, we got 9 tribal seats in 2014 Lok Sabha, which went up to 12 seats in Lok Sabha 2019. And you know how it happened?
Sanju.
Our vote share was 65%. Our tribal vote share was 65% in Lok Sabha 2019. That is the beauty of BJP.
Yeah, Sanju.
Winning vote share and then converting vote share into winnable seats.
The larger point you are making is, Sanju, that the vote share of the BJP... Okay.
Modi factor is working on the ground.
Okay, the larger point you are making, Sanju, is that the BJP has been consistently... Listen, Sanju, the BJP has been consistently increasing its vote share, cutting across regions and constituencies. That's the point you are making. An example of which is Bengal, you say.
I want to comment on
But before I go to Monojit Mandal for a rebuttal on that, I saw Pulla Rao wanting to comment. Pulla Rao, you see, you were saying that mathematically, despite whatever number of, whatever vote share the BJP increases in South, it still might struggle to get seats. But Sanju Verma rebutted you, gave examples of how BJP is more adept at translating vote share into seat share vis-a-vis other parties. Pulla Rao.
I don't disagree with what she has said. Yes, Uttarakhand, they have made a miracle, Rajasthan. But she has quoted those states where the BJP has been in and out of power for the last 40 years. Orissa, the BJP shared power with Naveen Patnaik for 10 years. And our Honorable President was also a minister in Orissa at that time. They had a power base. They had a vote base. They shared power. BJP never had power in Telangana, in Kerala, in Andhra. They had 1 or 2 ministers for a short time. And Tamil Nadu. All I'm saying is from 4%, okay, you go to 14%. But that doesn't translate into votes. To translate into votes, you must have an effective partner so that you cross the 40% line. That's all I'm saying. And one small thing. These things, there is 60 days. One small point, so you just 10 seconds. There's another 60 days more. Right now in Bihar,
okay, please go ahead.
Unexpected thing is happening. The government is in danger. Unexpected things can happen. Either way, don't count your chickens before they hatch.
We have 29 MPs from the south, Mr. Pulla Rao. Do your homework.
I tell you one thing.
29 MPs from the south, the BJP has. The Congress has 27.
They have now.
You suddenly seem to be suffering from some kind of amnesia.
Monojit.
On this,
Sanju Verma, you got to say. Sanju Verma, you got to say. Monojit.
On this Bengal issue,
See, Sanju Verma gave you mathematics of BJP's rise in Bengal.
We got 25 seats from Karnataka last time.
Okay, Sanju Verma, let him respond. I have to go to Nikhil also, I have to go to Akashdeep Muni also once, and to Mr. Bigala also. Akashdeep Muni, please.
Lok Sabha seats from Telangana. Last time we got 4
Sanju Verma, please. I have to get others also. I am left with just 5 last minutes. Sanju Verma. Monojit Mandal quickly. The point Sanju Verma is making is that in Bengal also, you were saying that against the regional parties, the BJP does not perform. But the BJP has successfully displaced Congress as the principal opposition party in Bengal.
TMC has consistently increased its vote share. BJP is getting the votes of left and Congress. It is completely polarized here in Bengal. So BJP is not really gaining anything. Or rather, they can't gain the vote bank or vote share of Trinamool Congress. They're increasing their vote share. 2021 is an example, 45 to 47. BJP came down, right? And now, after the performance of their MPs, I tell you, give an example, one minister of state, Subhash Sarkar, he's been gerrowed by his own people, BJP. The kind of performance they have given these 18 MPs, they have not done anything for Bengal.
Monojit Mandal, I have to get in Nikhil and Akashdeep also for their quick comments before I wrap up the debate. To Akashdeep Muni first. Akashdeep Muni. Okay, Monojit Mandal. Akashdeep Muni, if you are going to contest all the 13 seats in Punjab, if you are going to contest all the 7 seats in Delhi, if you have already unilaterally announced your candidates in states like Bihar, like Gujarat, then obviously, I mean, there is no love lost between the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party. Then that goes to the advantage of the BJP, Akashdeep Muni, right?
No, Abhishek, the calculations, you also know that, there are three contestants and they're getting 33. And if two come together pre-poll, then it votes directly does not transfer. And with Punjab and Delhi, Aam Aadmi Party is as strong as a pillar. And today, you know that ultimately it is the India Alliance who will be winning. And it is the Aam Aadmi Party which has the highest stake. People of Punjab are really happy. And after giving a Bahumat in assembly elections, they are going to again give a Bahumat in Lok Sabha elections. And today I am going to make a prediction.
Obviously, there is no alliance.
And I am going to make a prediction in front of the BJP panel.
Okay, make the prediction. Sanju, hold on. Akashdeep, quickly make the prediction before I go to Nikhil. And Mr. Bigala. Akashdeep, quickly.
For Aam Aadmi Party and Bharatiya Janata Party will get a 0.
Okay, Sanju. Akashdeep, what's your prediction? Otherwise, I go to Nikhil.
My prediction is that in Punjab, Aam Party will be getting 13 seats from Punjab and Bharatiya Janata Party will be getting 0 seats from Punjab.
Okay, but let me take this to Nikhil then. Nikhil, Akashdeep Muni leaning towards the Aam Aadmi Party says that the Aam Aadmi Party is to win all 13 seats in Punjab. What is left for the Congress Party? And obviously then Aam Aadmi Party would contest all the 7 seats in Delhi. What's left for the Congress Party? And if you go state by state, in Bengal nothing is left, in UP nothing is left, in Bihar your Nitish Kumar is gone, in Punjab the Aam Aadmi Party won't let you contest. Where does the Congress stand, Nikhil Jain? Obviously, that adds up to the BJP's heft going into elections.
Abhishek, first of all, let me respond to the points that Sanju made. Sanju very clearly and cleverly said that the Congress ka supada saaf ho gaya hai north mein. Please tell me that the Jammu and Kashmir Congress gets 28% of the vote, Himachal Pradesh 27%, Chandigarh 40%, Delhi 23%, Punjab 40%, Rajasthan 34%, Uttarakhand 31%, and UP 6%. That is where Congress stands in terms of the vote share of the
was first announced by Bhagwan Singh Mann of the Aam Aadmi Party, not by BJP. BJP is still saying Congress would be finished in 2024, but Bhagwan Singh Mann of the Aam Aadmi Party has already said Ekti Congress khatam ho gayi.
That is just nonsense. And now
same for Mamata Banerjee, she is saying 40, Congress won't get 40. I'm really sorry, I have run out of time. I'm really sorry. Sanju, I just wanted Mr. Bigala, 30 seconds. You agree that if not 370, nobody has contested BJP getting 350, right, Mr. Bigala? Quickly, 30 seconds to you, Mr. Bigala.
Absolutely not. All I said is that they are looking to come back into power for the third time. If they had a confidence, they are not going to go behind like the parties with the Chandrababu Naidu in Andhra Pradesh for alliance, and they are looking for
Fair enough. Thank you so much, Mr. Bigala. But the fact of the matter is that as per the opinion poll that we have on air, will BJP sail past 370 seats in 2024? 85% say yes, and 15% say no. That seems to be the popular voice. Also, interestingly, on the panel, nobody says BJP is not coming back to power. Everybody says yes. Only disagreement is on numbers based on where you stand. On that note, thank you so much, friends, for joining us this Sunday. Thank you, Sanju Verma, Nikhil Jain, Mr. Bigala, Akashdeep Muni, Mr. Pulla Rao, and of course, Monojit Mandal for this evening Sunday. Thank you so much.